Now that we already know 4 types in Swift, it is time to have a look at what we can do with them. Let's start by doing some basic mathematical operations. We declare two constants, number 1 and number 2, and give them both an integer value. I will go with, let's say, 20 and 59. And with these two values, we are now able to do all kinds of mathematical operations. So let's start by getting the sum of the two. Let sum is equal to number 1 plus number 2. I've created a new constant called sum and assigned the sum of our two number variables to it. In the right column, we see the correct result printed out. That was pretty easy, right? If you feel adventurous, you could go ahead and try to get the difference, the product, and quotient of our two numbers on your own now. Here's a little hint. The operators used for multiplication is the asterisk, and for division the forward slash. So give it a try. Now let's have a look. The difference and the product are really easy. Let difference is equal to number 1 minus number 2. And let product is equal to number 1 asterisk number 2. In the right column we see the correct result each time. Now for the division, you may have noticed that there is something a little irritating. If we just write let quotient is equal to number 1 slash number 2, we get 0 as our result. Now, while we probably don't really know the exact result, I'm pretty sure it's not 0. This happens because we are working with two integer values here, so Swift will return us another integer value as a result and therefore round the results. But we don't want that. We don't want it to change our constant type since integers are easier to handle most of the time. So what can we do? Well, it's fairly easy if we just write it like this. Double number 1 and double number 2, we get the correct result. This casts our values to doubles for this operation and allows Swift to return the correct result. Notice this does not change the type of the actual constant, only in this expression. Now let's work with strings a little bit. We will just build ourselves a little string that informs us about our pets. First, we declare a constant, let dogs is equal to 2, and next a variable called cats is equal to 1. Now we are going to create a string called let my pets and set it equal to I have backslash dogs plus cats and pets. If we take a look at the right column, it prints I have 3 pets, which is what we would expect. Notice the backward slash and the parentheses indicate that what's inside our variables or constants, and executes the addition of the two before integrating the result into our string. Now to demonstrate how dynamic our program already is, let's insert a line before our string that sets cats to a different value. Cats is equal to 2. And here we go. You may have noticed that our printed string right here has automatically changed. It is now displaying the correct number of pets, which is 4. That's awesome. In the next lecture, we will start to look at the other two important types, arrays and dictionaries.